In a geopolitical chess match unfolding in the Red Sea, the United States and Britain have launched military strikes against targets in Yemen. These actions respond to Houthi rebel attacks on shipping in the region. The Houthis, backed by Iran, have vehemently condemned these attacks, adding a layer of complexity to the already intricate global power dynamics of the 21st century. As tensions escalate, two heavyweights, Russia and China, have stepped onto the stage, issuing stern warnings to the UK and US. They demand an immediate halt to their military actions in the Red Sea. This development shines a spotlight on the complex web of alliances, interests, and power struggles that define modern geopolitics. The Red Sea, a crucial maritime corridor linking Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, holds immense strategic importance. Key nodes like the Suez Canal, Bab el-Mandeb Strait, and ports along the Red Sea coastline facilitate the global transportation of goods, energy resources, and military assets. Control over this vital maritime passage has become a significant point of contention among major world powers. The roots of the conflict trace back to 2014, when Houthi rebels aligned with Iran overthrew the Yemeni government, plunging the nation into a devastating civil war. Saudi Arabia and the Gulf states support the Yemeni government, while Iran backed the Houthi rebels. The United States and the United Kingdom entered the fray, providing logistical and intelligence support to the Saudi-led coalition and conducting targeted airstrikes against the rebels. However, this military involvement has faced international criticism. Now, with Russia and China issuing warnings, the geopolitical landscape becomes even more intricate. Russia, solidifying its presence in the Middle East, aims to expand its naval influence in the Mediterranean and Red Seas, projecting power and safeguarding its interests. Meanwhile, China pursues its Belt and Road Initiative, an expansive project connecting Asia, Africa, and Europe through massive infrastructure and economic development. As the global powers navigate this complex terrain, the Red Sea stands as a focal point of contention, where interests clash and alliances are tested in this relentless pursuit of geopolitical dominance. In the expansive canvas of the Belt and Road Initiative, the Red Sea region emerges as a linchpin, hosting significant Chinese investments in port facilities and transportation networks along its coastline. The imperative to ensure stability in the crucial area goes beyond safeguarding investments. It extends to preserving access to vital trade routes. Russia, a key player in the geopolitical theater, raises formidable concerns over the military actions undertaken by the United States and the UK in the Red Sea, particularly their involvement in Yemen. Moscow's stance unfolds as part of a broader strategy aimed at challenging American dominance in the Middle East and countering Western influence in the region. Russian officials point accusatory fingers at the US and UK, alleging that their military support for the Saudi-led coalition exacerbates the Yemeni conflict, resulting in civilian casualties and worsening the humanitarian crisis. Russia further condemns Western sanctions on its ally Iran, complicating diplomatic efforts to resolve the Yemeni conflict. In response, Russia issues a stern warning to the US and UK, urging an immediate cessation of military actions in Yemen and advocating for a negotiated settlement to the conflict. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov underscores the necessity of a diplomatic approach, criticizing what he perceives as Western attempts to impose their will on the region. While not as loud as Russia, China also expresses unease about the Red Sea situation, with its primary concern lying in the potential impact of the conflict on its economic interests, especially its investments in port infrastructure and transportation networks. Chinese officials call for a peaceful resolution to the Yemeni conflict, emphasizing the importance of respecting the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Yemen. China advocates for a more prominent role for the United Nations in mediating the conflict and coordinating humanitarian aid efforts. In a joint statement with Russia, China urges the US and UK to reconsider their military involvement in Yemen and prioritize a political solution. As the Red Sea transforms into the geopolitical battleground, The cautionary notes from Russia and China underscore the delicate balance between global powers in this strategically vital region. The unfolding drama emphasizes the intricate interplay of economic interests, diplomatic strategies, and pursuit of stability in a region critical to the ambitions of major world powers. While China may not have the same level of military engagement in the Red Sea as Russia, its economic interests position it as a key stakeholder in ensuring stability. The warnings from both Russia and China, however, have not been well received by the United States and the UK. These Western nations have staunchly defended their actions in Yemen, asserting their support for a legitimate government against Houthi rebels backed by Iran. The United States has pointed to Iran's alleged arming of the Houthi rebels and their involvement in attacks on Saudi Arabia as justifications for its military support to the Saudi-led coalition. Additionally, the U.S. emphasizes its humanitarian aid efforts in Yemen, portraying itself as a force for good in the conflict. Similarly, the United Kingdom has defended its role, expressing commitment to assisting Yemen in achieving a peaceful resolution and providing humanitarian aid to alleviate the suffering of the Yemeni people. Both Western nations express frustration with what they perceive as interference from Russia and China in the region. They argue that Russia's support for the Assad regime in Syria and China's economic interests in the Red Sea region is driven by a desire for regional influence and access to valuable resources. During the geopolitical posturing and warnings from global powers, it's crucial not to lose sight of the dire humanitarian situation in Yemen. The conflict has led to one of the world's worst humanitarian crises, with millions facing food shortages, lack of access to clean water, and inadequate healthcare. The displacement of millions and ongoing violence hinder relief efforts by international organizations and aid agencies. The warnings and demands from Russia and China underscore the urgency of addressing the humanitarian crisis and finding a peaceful resolution. The United Nations, actively involved in efforts to resolve the Yemeni conflict and address its humanitarian impact, plays a pivotal role. The UN Special Envoy for Yemen leads diplomatic negotiations between warring parties, seeking a path toward a political settlement. The warnings from Russia and China highlight the importance of a multilateral approach to the conflict, emphasizing a broader trend in international relations where major powers rely on international organizations to manage conflicts and crises. The United Nations Security Council, as the primary international body responsible for maintaining peace and security, will continue to play a pivotal role in addressing the situation in the Red Sea. In the volatile Red Sea region, UN member states, especially Russia and China, wield significant influence amid ongoing tensions. The Yemen conflict's deep-seated roots demand a comprehensive approach, addressing political, humanitarian, and security aspects. Diplomatic efforts must persist for a ceasefire and political settlement involving key regional actors. The US and UK should reassess military actions, prioritizing civilian safety while heightened humanitarian aid is crucial. The warnings from Russia and China emphasize the human impact, urging the global community to prioritize the well-being of the Yemeni people. Subscribe for more insights into pressing global issues. Your engagement in this crucial dialogue is invaluable. Please express your thoughts in the comments, like and subscribe to stay informed about upcoming content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, ensuring you never miss a moment as we delve deeper into pressing global issues.